Adam, how did you hear about High Noon Toastmasters?
As it turns out, I moved to Raleigh a few years ago and did not join a club immediately upon moving here from out of state. I talked to my neighbor who said, "Hey Adam, I heard you're a Toastmaster. Why don't you come join a local club?" And he invited me.
Why did you choose High Noon in particular?
I did visit a couple of clubs in the area, and High Noon fit well from a practical perspective, as was mentioned, the time and place. It's good for me, fits my schedule.
What do you see when you come to each meeting?
When I come to these meetings, I see a lot of people who are giving their best shot at becoming excellent public speakers and trying their hardest to lead this organization to a great place. What I see are people who are achieving those goals too. So it's a proud place to be and a place that I can be with others in a safe environment to improve ourselves.
What field of work are you in?
I work in finance, and particularly I work in banking.
How would that field benefit from High Noon meetings?
Well, there's no question that people who work in financial services, of which there are many here in Raleigh and especially in this North Hills area, would benefit from High Noon Toastmasters and Toastmasters in general. For example, I served on a board position in the financial services industry and was willing to take that position to chair a large meeting of over 300 participants with a very large budget for our annual forecast dinner. Now, we take the idea of forecasting tongue-in-cheek in banking because nobody can predict the future. However, I had to chair this event, and my future meant how to hold a meeting with over 300 people at a large hotel venue, how to do it appropriately, having speakers come flying in from abroad to be our keynote speakers, arranging their deal, situation, getting sponsors for the funding of the meeting, and so on. It wasn't just the communication skills that I gained through High Noon and my other Toastmasters clubs to be able to stand at the lectern on the podium and speak to 300 people and introduce the speakers and so forth. It was the leadership that Toastmasters provided to even know how to host such a meeting. That's the thing about Toastmasters. It not only prepares you to be a professional public speaker, it'll help you be a better leader at any endeavor you take on with other people in your industry or in your personal life.
When you first joined Toastmasters, do you remember your personal goal? What did you want to achieve?
Sure. When I first joined Toastmasters in 2005, my goal was to be better at group meetings at my place of employment. I found myself, along with everybody else in those meetings, to be blabbering on in circles, not achieving whatever we set out to do. We're meeting at 2 o'clock next Tuesday for this report discussion. And sure enough, 2 o'clock would come, we all gather with a happy face, and then 3 o'clock would come, and we'd all leave miserable. Nobody's ever been there, right? Of course it happens every day. By having effective meetings that are fast-paced, to the point, and everybody says what they need to say and takes the right takeaways, your meetings will be more productive at work. And that's what I wanted to get, and that's what Toastmasters has provided.
What does Toastmasters provide? What kind of blueprint or structure?
Well, Toastmasters provides a lot of structure, and I brought a few manuals. There's several manuals out there to choose from. I brought a selection just to talk to you about. One, for example, that I just recently went through. I'm an advanced speaker, so I did the High Performance Leadership series, and it shows that basically how to become a high performance leader. Tells you the basics. And everybody can become a better leader. It's not just you're born a leader or you have to be trained to be a leader. Let's just not even worry about that. There are practical, known, and proven techniques to developing your leadership skills regardless of your current status quo. By following this manual, I was able to lead a Toastmasters event, a large event with about 100 people, and got everybody engaged and had a good time. Other manuals, for example, that are very helpful. This one I just received 2 years later than I needed, the Meeting Planner Handbook. And this Meeting Planner Handbook tells all types of fascinating details, how to set up large conference spaces, different basics of such a thing that People might not know what's the difference between a lectern and a podium or a dais. There's so many different terms and terminology and equipment, how to set up your break times. These things have been tried and tested throughout multiple industries. Toastmasters has put it all in a nice little handy dandy manual. Looking back though, it's not always serious. I had a lot of fun doing the advanced speaker series. These are a bit dated, but I did humorously speaking, which gave me a chance to practice my comic routines, which weren't that funny for a banker, but I tried.
Nice. People are probably wondering, what's this behind you? Can you explain this?
Sure. Well, every Toastmasters Club has a banner, and or a flag, if you will, the High Noon Toastmasters Club 6852. And as each club achieves its awards, the club receives a ribbon. These ribbons are such as this one I'm picking up for 2005-06, the President's Distinguished Club. To become President's Distinguished, the club has to achieve 9 out of 10 goals that are all very clearly laid out, from increasing its membership to more of the goals are related to improving the individuals in the club. If the individuals succeed, if the individuals in the club achieve their communication goals, such as becoming a competent communicator or an advanced leader, then the club achieves its goal. This gets everybody in the club having a simple goal in mind to achieve a simple ribbon made of a little bit of fabric. This little bit of fabric, just like a piece of paper, can become money. This little thing really teaches us to work towards it. We're going to support the members in our club. We're going to make them succeed. We're going to achieve competent communicator for everybody and competent leader for everybody. And we're going to be there to support you. We're here for you to practice. Just like you go to the gym to practice weightlifting to become stronger, you come to Toastmasters and High Noon Toastmasters to practice public speaking to become a better speaker.
Thank you.